So English feels so difficult for kids when compared to mother languages. Where do you think the struggle lies actually? Because even if they know letters, they're still struggling. Can you just put some thoughts on it?
Okay, yes. So, being Indians, I would like to compare our Indian languages with English. Okay, it could be Hindi, Sanskrit,
Yeah.
Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, any Indian languages. Why it is difficult to learn English or try a new word for a child? Let's see the language design, how actually it is.
Okay.
So, if you take Sanskrit, it has a, e, then kaka gaganya. Same true with all other
All other
languages,
languages,
Indian
yes.
languages. A, e, kaka gaganya, kaka kiki. So basic sounds will be at least 50 and above, and we could manipulate it like ka becomes ki, ku, like that.
Yes, yes.
So it will nearly 500, more than 500 sounds are there. That many letters are
Letters
there.
will be there. Yeah.
So it is phonetically balanced. What I mean to say is these languages are phonetically balanced. See, if you see, if there are 500 sounds, there are 500 letters
Okay.
in Indian languages.
Okay.
So, how many letters do we have in English? A to Z,
20.
just 26. With 26, we have to do all kinds of circus. Okay. So, with 26 letters, and there are basic sounds are 42 sounds. How many sounds?
42 sounds and 26
Six
letters. Okay.
So, if there are 42 sounds, there must be 42 letters.
Yeah. But there
If
is a
you
mismatch.
logically, if you
Yes.
apply, yes, right?
Correct.
42 sounds means 42 letters must be there. We have 26 letters and 42 sounds. The first difference is letters and sounds ratio is not equal.
Equal. Okay.
It is equal in other
languages.
languages, in Indian languages.
Yeah.
I am not sure with other languages across the world. In Indian languages, it is phonetically balanced.
Okay.
Okay. So here it is semi-phonic. I would call it semi-phonic. It is
Okay.
not phonetically balanced. Letter sound ratio is not equal. Next comes letter name and letter sound. So A for apple, if we say APPLE, it should be Epili. APPLE should be Epili.
Yeah.
We say
According
A
to
and
sentence.
read it as apple. We never hear A sound in the word apple.
Yeah.
Yes. So what's happening is A is the name of the letter and it makes the sound A. So letter A makes A sound. In India, A. The name, sound, everything is same.
A is A.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a separate sound. It both are same. Name and sounds remain same.
Okay.
And for A, we have a separate letter. We never read A as A or A as A. So, for each sound, there is a letter. There is no letter name and sound concept here. Here, in English, we have letter name and letter sound. That's second difference.
Okay.
And lastly, one letter can take more than one sound.
Here where it lies.
Yes,
Struggle.
yes. So, if you take letter Y, I would give an example. If you
Okay.
take letter Y says yeah as in yellow, you are wearing yellow color dress, yellow,
Yeah.
Yet, if you take a word yet, Y-E-T, yet.
Yes.
So, Y says yeah. That's logical. The same Y can make E sound in the word yummy. Yum.
Correct.
E, you are going to end it with letter Y, but it sounds E. Correct. So, Y is making ear sound and also making E sound. And if you take this word, sky.
Okay.
You neither said ya or E, ski or skya. It is sky. Y is
I.
making I sound.
Yes.
So, one letter can make more than one sound. So, these are the three differences. These are the limitation of the language. For this reason, the child wouldn't be able to try or guess a new word. So, this is how I could compare with the other language
languages.
and make you clear. So, how this language design is.
Okay. That's very good explanation. Thank you.
Thank you.
During conversations, I also heard you saying like 80-20% ratio. Like learning phonics can reduce 80% of the burden. So, can you elaborate it?
Yes, definitely. If the child knows phonetics, the memorizing burden. What's the burden? That's a memorizing burden would be drastically reduced. Okay, if you take English as 100%, most of the words, around 80% of the English words we can manage through phonetics.
Okay.
20% which doesn't follow phonics. We call them sight words or tricky words. Okay. So if the child knows phonics, 42 sounds, as I told before, they can learn 40% out of 80, 40% of English words are phonetically balanced. If they just know the sound, they can tell the sound and read, and they can, if they hear a word, they can identify the sounds in the word and they can write.
Okay.
Okay. So, for example,
So it's
cat.
kind of straightforward.
Yes.
40% is a straightforward.
Forward
Okay.
word. See, for example, cat. If you take the word cat,
Okay.
act, you can just say the sounds in it and blend it and read.
Yeah.
And if you hear a word, for example, stop, you hear the word, the sounds that you hear in stop are st, up, and you can segment it, identify the sounds in it, and you can write it. So,
Yeah.
as you said, these are phonetically balanced, straightforward words.
Yeah.
And the rest 40%, you can manage actually, but you have to apply few rules. Like we saw the letter Y.
Okay.
Okay. So the rule that lies behind is, if you take any given word, if the letter Y is in the beginning of the word, it always says yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're big in a big word means 4-letter and more than 4-letter words. If you see letter Y at the last, it will make E sound.
Okay.
In a small word, what is small word? 3-letter or 2-letter words. In those kinds of words, letter Y makes I sound. So this is a phonic rule. If the child knows this rule, they can apply this rule and manage to read those words.
Okay.
So rest 40% of the language is you have to apply the rule and read it.
So 40% is straightforward, other 40% is rules based. So once they know the rule, they can
They
apply
can
it.
apply it and read.
Okay. So where do you think this other 20% falls upon? What kind of words does it take?
20% of the words are tricky.
Okay.
They are helpless. You have to memorize.
Okay. Can you give any example?
See, for example, if you take letter Y-O-U.
Okay.
Y-O-U is you.
You.
If you apply the sounds in that, doesn't
It
sound
doesn't
correct.
sound.
Yeah, ow. O-U is ow. Yeah, ow. Even then it doesn't sound correct. So this 20% of English words, see, when they are in the primary school, nearly 100 to 200 kinds words
Words. Okay.
will fall. We can make them read, memorize it, and we can train them. So
Yeah.
you have no other go. You have to memorize it. Okay. And as they proceed to higher grades, okay, this 20% will definitely increase. So
Okay.
what kinds of words will fall under this category? See, if you take medical terms, body
Okay.
parts,
Okay.
plant species name,
Yeah.
microbes, for example, virus or bacteria,
Okay.
all these names may not follow phonics. It has Greek or Latin, different.
Yeah.
Its origin is quite different. It's from different other language.
Okay.
Okay. So when we are going to write other language word in English, it may not follow phonics.
Okay.
And I would like to give one example of Indian word. If somebody's name is Uma or
Yeah.
Usha,
Yeah.
let's take Usha.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to write Usha as U-S-H-A.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody who don't know that word, he may try this as Asha.
Yes.
Yes.
That happens.
Yes.
Because of sounds. Yeah.
Yes. So when I'm going to write other language word in English, it may not follow phonics, and that language influence will be reflected in the spelling.
Yeah.
So then phonics wouldn't help there. You have to try some other way. You have to Google search or do some other way and figure it out how actually you have to read those words. So these are 20% of English words.
Okay. 40% straightforward, 40% little effort, 20% no other go.
Go.
Just have to memorize.
Memorize it.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
how it is.
Yeah. So